Hi, welcome to Yoga Coast. My name's Bridie and today we're going to be moving through a gentle grounding flow. So a perfect practice if you're feeling a little busy in your mind, if you've had a very stressful day, or maybe you know you've got quite a busy day ahead and you just need to ground your energy. So we'll be working a lot with our legs, finding our feet on the earth and just taking it nice and slow and smooth with our breath. So we're going to get started in our child's pose. Just bringing your big toes to touch, knees out nice and wide. It's coming to rest your hips down towards your heels, walking the hands forward, either resting the forehead to the earth, or if you have a yoga block or some books, we can come to rest the forehead to the block or the props. Here, just starting to observe your natural breath. If you can, starting to transition your breath in and out through your nose. And just noticing where the breath is reaching in your body. Maybe you notice it only in the chest. Can you start to feel the belly rise and expand between your thighs, starting to draw the breath down the length of the spine all the way to the tailbone. Here we start to even out the inhalation and the exhalation. Maybe find a count to do this, maybe inhaling for a count of 3 and matching that length of count as you exhale for a count of 3. Just noticing how this awareness of breath is starting to affect the body, affect the mind. You're starting to feel a deeper connection of third eye, that space between your brows, to the earth. Starting to let go through the pelvis, the hips drop a little heavier towards the heels. The arms and palms of the hand connect heavy to the earth. Just finding 3 more conscious breaths here. Softening the shoulders a little more, melting the heart down towards the mat. And on your next exhale breath, starting to walk both of your hands over towards the right hand side. And here we can place our left hand on top of the right, maybe interlace the fingers, still melting the heart down, maybe grounding the forehead here. And just gently drawing back with the left sit bone, finding a nice long stretch down the side body. I want you to visualize sending your breath into your left lung, feel that expand through the rib cage. Deepening the stretch, guiding it with your breath. And on our next out breath, walking back through center, hands come all the way over to the left. Again, we can take that option to bring the right hand on top of left, anchoring the right hand with the left fingertips as you bind. Starting to draw that right armpit down towards the mat, right sit bone presses back towards the heel, and we start to direct our breath into the right lung. Feeling that expansion through the rib cage, the heart melts a little closer as you exhale. And coming back through center, fingertips start to walk forward towards the top of the mat. Then just coming to bring the knees in line with the hips, finding a narrow child's pose. And on your next inhale, coming to rise into your tabletop. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are stacked underneath the hips. Just finding a nice wide spread of the fingertips. You can see the mat in between each finger. Gentle draw in of the navel to the spine. Feeling nice and long through the back of the neck. Moving through our cat-cow. As you inhale, start to lower the belly down. Sit bones to the sky, threading the heart forward between the shoulders. And as you exhale, tucking the tail under, chin to chest, press into all 4 points of your table, rounding through the spine. And here we continue to move with that length of the breath, finding even inhalations and exhalations. Still maintaining that breath in and out through the nose, starting to calm the nervous system, but also starting to build some heat within the body. We inhale to cow pose, keeping soft through the elbow joints. And we exhale, tucking tail, lead with the pelvis first. The chin is the last thing to tuck under. Just one more round here. And then exhale to cat. Nice, releasing to your neutral spine. Starting to walk the hands forward. We're coming to find our supported plank, tucking in the toes under. Drawing the tail down towards the heels, just allowing the shoulder blades to rest behind the spine. Here I want you to visualize you're trying to hug an orange underneath your chin. The back of the neck lengthens. Finding a full breath in. Then as you exhale, draw the elbows back beside the body, just like a tricep push-up, lowering all the way down to your belly. Finding our cobra pose, untucking the toes, press the tops of the feet, come to lift the knees, ground the pubic bone to the mat as you inhale, begin to lift and float the heart. Then exhale, release. 2 more cobras, inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, still engaging through the core, protecting the lower back. And exhale to release. As you inhale, passing through our tabletop. Hips to heels, exhale. Finding some flow here as you inhale, round through the spine, come to roll forward into your low plank. Exhale, lowering all the way to belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, passing through your table. Hips to heels, child's pose. One more round just like this. Inhale, big curl forward, leading with the back of the heart. Exhale, supported through the core, lower to belly. Inhale, drawing shoulders back, nice and open, broaden through the chest. Out breath to release and bow. Inhale, pass through your table. And exhale, finding your narrowed child's pose. Find a full breath in. Nice big exhale, soften the body over the thighs. And on your next inhale, starting to tuck the toes under. We're lifting into our downward facing dog. So just here, checking the pointer fingers are facing forward to the top edge of the mat, pressing into the fingertips. And think about finding a little valley in the heel of the hand. So you're finding what's called our Hasta Bandha. We're gripping our hands onto the mat as though you're trying to scrunch the mat underneath the hands. And here, just starting to really come into your body, find any wiggles that you need, listening to what your body is telling you. Where does it need to release a little bit of energy, some stagnant energy, where you feel some stiffness or some tightness in the knees, the hips, the hammies, often the hammies in this one. And here you can find a deep bend in the knees. We draw the heart back towards the thighs, hips lift, and we send the tailbone down towards the heels. Give the head a nice big shake, just allowing any stress from your day or any anxiety for the day ahead to fall out from the top of your crown. And coming back to your breath here. And on our inhale, lifting high on the toes, gaze between your hands, just finding little tiptoes forward into our forward fold at the top of the mat. Taking a nice generous bend in the knees, allow the belly to come to rest on the thighs, finding a bind of hands to your elbows or just letting the fingertips brush across the mat. You can find stillness or maybe start to have a little sway from side to side. Sometimes it feels nice to decompress the spine with a little bounce up and down in your fold. And then releasing the fingertips down to the mat. As you inhale, find a halfway lift, bringing hands to shins or thighs. We find a nice flat back, long spine, crown presses forward. Exhale to fold. 2 more. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale, release. Softening the knees, ground the feet, inhale. We're finding a slow body roll to rise. Visualize each vertebrae stacking one on top of the other as you come to stand, letting the head be the last thing to stack on top of the spine. Just giving the shoulders a nice big roll back and down so we find Tadasana at the front of the mat. So bringing feet hip distance apart. This is about the distance of your 2 fists put together. So maybe you have a little measure. Often we step wider than we think we should be. And bringing hands down by your side, palms face forward. Finding a gentle softness in the knees. Now really start to ground into your feet. Maybe close down your eyes here. Feeling your big toe knuckle, little toe knuckle in the heel center. Start to press down and lift the inner arches of your feet. Maybe start to extend your energy out from your feet. Start to root down into the earth. And on your next inhale, circling the arms high, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward. Lifting halfway, maybe fingertips stay to the mat or we find shins or thighs. Exhale, fold, relax the head. Circling arms high to stand, inhale. Exhale, diving forward. Lifting halfway. Exhale, fold. One more round, inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Lifting halfway, inhale. Then exhale, fold, planting the hands, stepping back to our downward facing dog. And on our next in-breath, we're floating the right leg high, 3-legged dog, keeping hips square down to the mat, flexing the toes. All 5 toes should be shining down, knee tracking in line, hip also tracking in line. And as we exhale, just coming to hover the right foot just beside the left. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg rises. Exhale, hovering right leg. One more, inhale, right leg high. This time as you exhale, curling right knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. We're stepping the foot outside the pinky finger, lowering the left knee down, untucking the toes, lizard lunge. Fingertips are spread wide here still, finding that Hasta Bandha grip. Come back to the orange underneath your chin, long through the back of the neck, shoulders relax behind the heart. Taking a breath in. And as you exhale, sending your hips back towards your heels, lengthen the right leg long to fold. Moving breath by breath, inhale, lizard lunge. Exhale, lengthen. One more, inhale, lunge. And exhale, finding length to hold. Sending your breath down the back of the right thigh, flexing all 5 toes back towards the face. Maybe keep a slight bend in that right knee, not trying to push beyond what feels comfortable for your body. You should be able to keep that steady, deep, even breath that we began with. And starting to drag the hands back underneath the shoulders. Strengthening through the core as you inhale. We're coming to sweep that right leg long behind. Nice, re-squaring off through the hips, all 5 toes face down. We're still nice and long through the back of the neck. Taking a full breath in, pressure energy out through your heel. Exhale, rounding knee to nose, tiger curl. Inhale to extend. Exhale, curl. We've got one more. In breath, we lengthen. And exhale, hugging in nice and tight. Inhale, right leg comes long. As we exhale, floating the right leg and foot out to the side, ground the foot for gate pose. So all 5 toes are facing forward to the front of the mat. As you inhale, circle the arms high. And as you exhale, releasing the right hand to the right leg. Inhale, left fingertips come to reach up and overhead. And exhale, cartwheel the hands, left hand underneath the left shoulder, right fingertips reach up and overhead. Full body stretch, holding here. Start to send the heart up towards the ceiling. Press into the outer edge of that right foot. Here we find that breath into the right lung again to help open through the side body. And then on your next out breath, release, coming to bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Engaging through the core as you inhale, right leg extends long behind. Then exhale, tucking the right toes under. Inhale, floating the left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, release, hovering that left foot beside the right. We're moving to the next side. Inhale, left leg floats high. Exhale to float. One more, inhale. This time, exhale, curling knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. We're stepping the foot outside the pinky finger. Lizard lunge, lower the right knee, untuck the toes. And fingertips are spread wide. Find your base, find your length through your spine. And try not to sink all of your weight into the hips. Can you hug on through the lower belly? Long through the spine, take a breath in. Exhale, hips draw back, left leg lengthens long. Inhale, lizard lunge. Exhale, find length. And again, inhale. Exhale, left leg comes long. We hold in our fold. Tapping back into that breath. Relaxing the jaw, the face. Finding that ease within the effort here. We start to slide the hands back underneath the shoulders. Core activates to hover that left leg long behind. Good, we find that squareness through the hips. Check in with the back toes, tracking down. Heel in line with the hips. On through the core, take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. One more, exhale, knee to nose. Finding length, inhale. Nice and strong to hold the weight of the left leg as we hover it out to the side. Ground the foot, toes face forward to the front of the mat. Rising to gate pose as you inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, left hand grounds down. Inhale, right fingertips reach. And then we cartwheel the hands, right hand underneath right shoulder. Reaching left fingertips up and overhead, we hold. Rolling that left shoulder back and down to open the chest. Pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. Full breath into the left lung. And as you exhale, releasing hands underneath the shoulders. Strong through the core, we float the left leg long behind. Tucking the right toes under. Three-legged dog, inhale, rise. Exhale, release, downward facing dog. Find a gentle pedal out here through the feet. And on your next inhale, nice big curl forward through the spine. Finding your high or maybe lowering the knees for low plank. Taking a breath in, send your weight forward. Exhale, lower all the way to belly. Cobra pose, inhale, tops of the feet press, knees lift. We find length before depth. Exhale, release. 2 more, inhale. Moving the full length of your breath. And as you inhale, passing through your tabletop, hips draw back towards the heels. And you're finding that connection once again of forehead down towards the mat. And gentle rock from side to side, massaging out through the forehead. Maybe sending fingertips back towards the toes. And coming to rise into a seat. Just spinning the legs forward, coming to rest onto your sit bones. Finding Dandasana, our staff pose. Hands come down beside the hips, flexing through both the toes, legs are long. If you have your block, maybe placing your block underneath your seat, or we can roll up the mat and send the mat underneath the hips. Finding our forward fold as we inhale, lengthen the arms nice and high. Then exhale, releasing up and over the thighs to fold. And just letting the head be heavy. Maybe you grab hold of the toes, otherwise hands can just rest beside the thighs or beside the calves. Maybe you have a strap to hook around the toes. And coming back to rise into our seat. Just finding our cow face pose here. We can keep the left leg long as we bring the right heel to the outside of the right glute. Nice bit of sun coming in here. And stacking the right knee on top of left, we can hold, first option, or we can bend into the left knee, place the right heel outside, place the left heel outside the right glute. I'll come to face forward. And you can choose to remain upright here. Choose to keep that left leg long if that feels like enough. Or maybe you come to fold forward over the legs. Just noticing where you feel this pose in your body. Using the power of your breath, however you need to release, let go, surrender and soften. And starting to lift, taking it to the other side, maybe finding a few moments of a windshield wiper through the legs, taking the feet width distance of the mat and just rocking the knees from one side to the other. And then this time we can come to extend the right leg out long, bringing the left heel to the outside of the right glute. We stack the knees, keeping a flex through the right ankle. Or we can find full cow face pose, bringing that right heel outside the left glute. And just grounding into both of your sit bones. Take an inhale, lift, hold. And as you exhale, you can remain, or we come to fold over the knees. And then coming to lift from your cow face again, we can find our windshield wiper, windscreen wiper. One or the other, same, side to side with the knees. And we're coming to make our way down onto our backs. And here just finding our happy baby pose. So option to hug both the knees into the chest and just starting to take the knees out nice and wide. Or we send the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing a hold of the outer edges of the feet. Maybe closing the eyes down here. You can find a little rock from side to side. Or starting to soften and plug the shoulders down into the earth, starting to ground the tailbone down into the earth. And big belly breaths here with that space in between the thighs to expand. And bringing the soles of the feet together, just starting to press the knees forward towards the top of the mat, finding a nice butterfly shape here with our legs. Moving into our reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of the feet together, just allowing the knees to drop out by the side. You can come to rest your hands on your belly, maybe take the arms out wide or come to reach the arms up and overhead. And really start to slow down here. Every exhale, we begin to melt the body, softening your skin, your muscles, all the way down to your bones. The hips start to completely let go. The knees surrender to the weight of gravity, stay open. Your arms are overhead, just bringing them down into a T position, bringing the palms to face the earth, just finding a gentle twist, coming to stack the left knee on top of the right. Maybe come to gaze over the left fingertips. And taking it back through center, head releases through neutral and twisting to the left, right knee stacks on top of left. We gaze over to the right fingertips. And releasing the head, releasing the legs through center and starting to make our way to our final resting pose. You can take Savasana with legs out long, just taking the feet wider than the hips, arms down by the side, just making sure the arms aren't touching the body here. Or if you find discomfort in the lower back, you can ground the feet width distance of the mat and just allow the knees to knock in towards one another. We're just going to finish to calm the mind even further, calm our energy with our box breath. So we're going to use a 4 count here. We inhale, we hold, we exhale and we hold the breath out at the bottom. And maybe it feels nice to rest the left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. We'll take a cycle of breath first to begin. Inhale through the nose. Big release out through the mouth. Inhale into lower belly, into chest for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. hold. Here, just allowing your breath to find its natural rhythm. Maybe this rhythm has slowed now. Maybe this rhythm reaches to that right palm if the hands are grounded on the belly. And if you wish to release the arms down by your side, just starting to find your comfortable position to take your rest. And we'll find one last cycle of breath together to completely start to melt heavy into the earth, letting your energy fall, your physical body fall, and combine, merge with that earth energy, taking a full breath in. Deep, complete breath out, find rest. I'll just be here for a few moments. I'll let you know when it's time to rise, so you're more than welcome to remain beyond this video in your Savasana. You can leave your energy here completely in the earth if you're about to head off to bed. Maybe you plant a seed here in the earth, setting an intention for your day. Maintaining just a little bit of your awareness with that seed to stay grounded throughout the rest of your day. And we anchor back into our body, starting to notice the breath once again. You can just witness and observe, or maybe find a little control, find some deep breaths in, drawing prana into the body, that life force energy. If you need to rise to enter into a new day, maybe just allow yourself to be breathed. You're heading off to bed. And when you feel ready, finding some movement through your fingers, through your toes, maybe a gentle rock of the head from side to side. Find big full body stretch, reaching arms overhead, pointing out through the toes, maybe a gentle arch through the spine. And then a slow roll onto your side, maintaining this nice grounded energy that you've cultivated throughout your practice with slow movements to exit. And from your side, when you're ready, just bringing the top arm into a push-up position, letting the head be the last thing to rise. So you're coming to peel your body off of the earth, coming to find your seat, taking it nice and slow to rise. And here we can cross the legs or find a kneeling position to close our practice. Taking a deep inhale, circling the arms high, palms touch. Exhaling, drawing your thumbs to your third eye center. Repeating in your own mind or maybe out loud, I create my own reality. Bringing your thumbs to your lips, I speak my truth. And bringing your thumbs to your heart, I follow my heart. We're going to seal our practice with the sound of Om. You're more than welcome to join me or just sit in the vibration. Finding a cycle of breath together as we inhale through the nose. Clearing through the mouth as we exhale. And inhale for Om. Inhale. Nice big sigh, release on the exhale. And bowing your head down in gratitude for your practice today. And thank you for joining me, moving your body, breathing with me, and finding that nice grounded energy through mind, body, and breath. Namaste.